Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fleming Film Talk. I've done this episode pre-recorded. Join me, Robbie Fleming. Unfortunately, Justin Doyle is off tonight, so I've got a very special guest with me today to fill in for his place, Mr. Dan Harris. Hello, Dan.
Hello, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. How are you?
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, so yesterday we saw Fast and Furious 10.
We did.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
it was a ton of fun. So today I thought, because I have Dan here, we would rank the Fast and Furious franchise from our least favourite to favourite. Before we go into this, Dan, I want to ask, what's your relationship with this franchise?
Well, I like Jason Momoa,
Yeah,
and I like the Rock's has got his wrestler,
yeah.
and it's something we bond over.
Yeah, exactly. I like this franchise because you don't need to have your brain on when you watch it. You can just enjoy a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I'm not really big on the early movies like everybody else is. I'm in the minority. I prefer all the over-the-top action ones.
Yeah.
Yes. And with that said, do you want to go first, Dan?
I can do, yeah.
Yes. What is your least favourite film in the Fast and Furious franchise?
Number 3.
Number 3, the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, which is also my least favourite in the franchise. So this one is very separate from the other Fast and Furious films. This one doesn't really follow on to the main storyline until the 7th movie.
Yeah. That's same with me.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like about it. I like Lucas Black. I think he's a good actor and he plays a fun character, and I love Bow Wow because he's always great. But
Yeah.
I just feel like the story is a bit too. And I also just find this movie really overrated because everybody says, "Oh, Tokyo Drift's the best one." I don't think it's the best one.
I don't think it's the best one.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that it's so disconnected from the franchise is what lets it down. And I think that's why it's not really that good in the franchise. But let's see what the critics all think. This film is available to watch on Now TV, and you can rent it on YouTube, Google Play, and Amazon in the UK. 6 out of 10 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes gives it 83. Let's see what the audience score is. 69%. That's quite a big difference.
That is.
There's a very big difference. There is a very big difference. And let's see. See, normally Justin does all this, but since there's no Justin, I'm going to be doing this. So it made 159 million at the box office over a budget of 85 million. It's not like the worst movie ever. It's
No.
just not it's just not a good Fast and Furious movie, and it is disconnected. Like when I want to see a Fast and Furious film, I want to see the main characters. I don't really want to see brand new ones. Yeah. Do you have anything else to say before we move on?
No? Your turn?
Lovely. We'll say our proper chat. Yes, so I'm going to reveal my second to bottom now. We'll probably talk more about this one when we link on. So my second to bottom is Fast 9.
Mine's Hobson Shaw.
Yours is Hobbs and Shaw. Okay, well, so yes, we'll talk about Hobbs and Shaw when it reaches mine. What's your 8?
8.
Yeah, what's your 8th place?
Let's have a look. 6.
6. That's a bit higher for me. My second to bottom is the original Fast and Furious.
What number one?
I'm just reading them out till we match.
Ah.
Yeah.
Number 7 is 9.
Number 7 is 9. Yes, so we'll talk about Fast 9. I think this is the weakest of the main storyline because
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because they go a bit too over the top and there's no heart and soul in this one. The only good bits is the bit with when you see Dom and Jacob's backstory, which I personally think should be its own movie.
I do.
Yeah, it would be nice to see like how Dom became like a streetcar racer, and then obviously links in with the first one. It would just be quite nice. But yeah, I was happy to see Han come back. Sadly, The Rock and Jason Statham were also quite missed in this one, since obviously. But I feel like this franchise has kind of died with Paul Walker at this point.
Yeah.
So it's not really there's just a lot of things that are missing in this movie. But John Cena, I think, was what kind of helped it breathe, but he wasn't enough to actually save it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have anything to say on Fast 9?
It could have been better.
Oh, definitely. A lot better. A lot better. So yes, see after Fast 9, I have Fast and Furious at number 7. The fourth one, Fast and Furious at number 7.
I have the second one at number 6.
And the second one is let's talk about the second one. I love this director. His name is John Singleton. He is a fantastic director. He's no longer with us, sadly, but he directed some really good movies like Boys in the Hood and Four Brothers. Do you feel like his directing kind of does stand out with this movie?
Yeah.
Definitely. I also love Eva Mendes.
Oh, I like Eva Mendes.
Yes, and it's nice to see just Brian.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like Vin Diesel was necessary for this movie. I can see why he's not in this one. It is Brian, and obviously we meet two of the family members, Rome, Tyrese Gibson's character, and we also meet Tej, who is Ludacris's character.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Oh, they are both brilliant. They work really, really well. They both work really well because they kind of become just like double as they get on, and I think it's just great how they do it.
I think Tyson Gibson's more the comedy one.
Yeah, he is, and Ludacris is more the serious one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes it work.
Number 5, I have number 4.
Which is my number 8. Yes, I'm not really big on this one myself.
I weren't big on this one.
No, it was a good introduction to the more over the top stuff and Gal Gadot's character, but it just felt like this one was a bit more kind of boring.
Yeah.
I don't really remember much of this one. I haven't rewatched it in a while. This is like one of the ones I don't really like watching. I like to start from Fast 5 onwards because that's when they get more appealing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say?
No, not really.
Yeah, not really. It's not really a film. I feel like when I did this episode with Justin, when we were talking about our prequels, he listed this as a number 5, and I was thinking, Justin, this is one of the most forgettable ones, but whatever. It's all down to opinion. There's no science behind what makes these movies.
We all have our opinions.
Definitely. Right.
No.
So my number 7 was Fast 8.
That's now my number 3.
That's your number 3. Lovely. Yes. This one was the first one without Paul Walker properly, because this is when he died. But I feel like the two best things about this movie are Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham.
Yeah.
And obviously all the other characters around them. Like, if this movie was was mixed in with Hobbs and Shaw, then that would have been a really good dynamic.
I think they need to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but overall, I think this is what makes this a really good movie. Is the fact that Dom turns against them.
Yeah.
Dom is the villain in this one. He's hypnotised by Cypher, played by Charlize Theron, who is a good addition to this franchise, but they need to know when to use her, because I feel like in Fast 9 she wasn't really used alive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think she's a great actress, and if you give her the right role, she'll do a good performance, and I think that's what makes... But yeah, 8... You know, you have Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, Charlize Theron. You have all these big powerhouses entering the franchise, and we see Helen Mirren for the first time as well. And yeah, I feel like with the right cast and the right... There's Josh Hickey said in his review that this is the better written one, and I can see what he means, because
I can see what...
the characters all kind of feel like actual characters. They all have their own kind of personality to them.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely. This was also the last one written by Chris Morgan as well. So number one. So mine, yes. But yeah, as I was saying, Chris Morgan obviously who wrote these. This was the last one he wrote, and I feel like he was the one writing the good storylines for this. Yes. So we've always spoke about Let's talk about the first movie. Where does that rank?
4.
Sweet. Sweet, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, 4 is... Yes. Yeah, the first movie is a good start to the franchise.
Yeah. It could have been better.
Oh my god, it could have been so bad. But the thing that everybody says is why they all say this is the best one is because it... they always say that how the franchise got over the top, and I'm thinking, mate, in the first scene, they are using space guns to rob a truck.
Yeah.
That does not sound not far-fetched. That does not sound realistic to me in the slightest. Like, this franchise has always had like an over-the-top thing about it, and I feel like people kind of miss that information out. They all just think this is a realistic film about street racing.
Yeah.
Like, the thing I love about films is how they're unrealistic.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it takes you out of the whole mind thing. And yeah, I'm kind of glad that this went on to be more of an action film franchise that went along, because I feel like if I just saw cars in like every movie, I think I would be as bored and I wouldn't be as gripped as I am now.
Yeah.
All right, so where did you have number 6? So that's my number 5. So we're entering my top 5
That's my
now.
number 8.
Oh, sweet. So we can bounce on. 6 is fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Luke Evans is great as Owen Shaw as always.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. The twist about the cop being a villain was a bit. It didn't really give us any. It just kind of felt like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But we all know the best part of this movie.
We do.
The plane.
The plane, that's good.
Yes. Definitely. And also this is the first one before we're meant to watch Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, there's an alternative way of watching this where you watch Tokyo Drift between 6 and 7.
Yeah.
It makes
It
more sense. But yeah, overall, it was the same as Fast 5, only added a bit more humour. I can see why people think this is one of the weaker films, but I think it's fine. I don't think it's totally bad. They've made worse movies. Anything beats 9 and Tokyo Drift for me.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. Alright, so my number 4 is Hobbs and Shaw. I'm going to bounce off. So me and you think indifferently to this. I want to hear your opinion first, and I'll say mine.
I think it was in my opinion, it was too slow.
Okay.
It was a bit rushed, if you ask me.
Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. I can't see it. Just rewatching this, it bumped down a couple of places because it feels like, don't get me wrong, Dwayne and Jason had really good chemistry together.
Yeah.
And the storyline was completely fine, but it didn't need to be a Fast and Furious film.
No, it didn't.
It could have just been a buddy film with Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. And also, like, the cameos from Ryan Reynolds and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
It makes me ask 2 questions. Why do they exist in this universe? And 2, are they just shoved in because they're friends with the directors and the cast?
And in this one, you see their Hobbs and Shaw's sister coming.
Yes, Vanessa Kirby, you see Shaw's
Which
sister.
she doesn't get mentioned in the other.
No, exactly. Same with John Cena, you never mention him until his appearance. But I think the one that this movie lives, breathes and dies with is Idris Elba.
Definitely is the baddie.
Yes, he is brilliant. Although the fact that he's this like superpowered villain does kind of take me out the universe and think this would be better as a standalone Jason Statham and The Rock action film. Yeah, this movie's great. It just didn't need to be a Fast and Furious film. All right, I think we're on to the top 3.
My number 3 is 8.
Sweet. Same as what I said. It's the best written one.
Best written, best directed.
Yes. F. Gary Gray, who directed Straight Outta Compton, he's a good director.
Oh, he's a brilliant director.
Yes.
He knew what he wanted and he knew what he was doing.
Exactly, and he had to work with one of the teammates down. without Paul. But he did something with Jason Statham, turning him into this anti-hero, getting him a good redemption arc.
Yeah, that was.
All right. My number 3 is Fast 10.
And that's my number 2.
Sweet.
I liked it because you saw Jason Momoa's comedy side coming.
Oh, definitely. He's every time I see him like in a serious movie, he always brings this kind of comedic charm to it.
So him as the flamboyant baddie
Yeah.
reminds me of the bloke from Skyfall.
Oh yeah, but is that for the one in Skyfall didn't paint his nails or do his hair up in like curly buns and wear really like flamboyant clothing?
For a muscly man to do that.
Yeah, that takes some skill. Yeah, this movie, Jason Momoa, that he doesn't chew the scenery; he makes it into a gourmet meal. Yes.
And there is a twist. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it. But
No.
there is a good twist.
No, but before we move on, I just want to say, wasn't big. I'm not sure how I feel about the ending because
No.
you kind of know that. I'm not going to ruin anything, but we all know that death isn't really a thing in this universe.
No.
So.
And it leaves on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, and it leaves on a cliffhanger, and you know everybody's going to be sound by the start of the first movie. It's got like those stakes, really. You know what's soon to come. We all know Jason Momoa's going to get defeated eventually. But overall, yeah. And this one had some really good shots in as well.
Good stunts.
The stunts are the best. Well, the best thing about it. Even if it's just on green screen, it's amazing how well they make them like believable. And that's why I like my second favourite one really well, which I'm going to hop on board. Fast 5. Where did it rank in yours?
I'll find it now.
Sure, go for it.
9.
9. So you don't like this one as much as I do.
No.
Fair enough. Well, what are your flaws with it?
I just thought it was a bit slow paced. It's my opinion, it's slow paced.
Yeah, that's understandable. I see what you mean because it does have a slow second act, but with the third act when they're doing the bank vaults, is fantastic. This movie got me into the franchise,
Yeah.
so this is why I rate this movie quite highly. It was my favourite until I rewatched my number 1, which we'll get into in a second. But overall, I think this was a good addition to the franchise. This is what made the franchise what it is, and also just the appearance of Dwayne Johnson's character. And he was fantastic. He really gives. What I like about his performance in this is that he feels like an actual character. He doesn't feel like he's playing The Rock like he does in his more recent movies, and that was one of the other issues I had with Hobbs and Shaw, is that they made him too much like The Rock. They put more of his Rock performance into it, not more his. But obviously, he's meant to be coming back into the franchise in 11, so I'm kind of hoping the writers give him more of the actual Luke Hobbs personality. But overall, great ending, great acting, some fantastic stunts. What were you going to say?
And you have to wait till 2025.
2025, yeah, and we'll come back here and talk and see if our lists have changed. Who knows? We might hate X more or less, or might like it more or less. But because I always say it's important to watch a film more than once.
Yeah.
Because your opinion might change on it. You might think, oh, this was better than it was first time, or this actually isn't a good movie. But this one, and I believe it's your number 1. You ready to say it?
7.
Yeah, Furious 7 is the best. A loving tribute to Paul Walker. That didn't feel like just a 2-hour tribute to Paul Walker. It felt like an actual movie.
Yeah, it's all dedicated to him, that's what.
Yes, brilliant. And also, so we know the storyline of this one. Jason Statham's hunting them down because of what happened to his brother. Obviously, this links him to Tokyo Drift, so we see Dom meet Sean and and obviously, but we still don't know who wins that race.
No, we don't.
We still don't know who wins that race. But yeah, I think this one has the best stunts in out of all the movies.
But it could change.
Yeah, it could change. Maybe 11 might be my favourite, but overall, I think this is a brilliant movie.
I think it's the best out of the lot.
It is the best out of the lot. Do you want to know my two favourite stunts?
Go on
The one where he runs up the bus.
Yeah.
And catches the spoiler, although realistically he'd be dead.
Yeah, that's my favourite.
And my other favourite is the one where he's driving through different buildings. Realistically, that wouldn't happen, but it's fun. These movies are fun, and that's what I love about these movies. They're junk food movies to me. They're just movies that I don't like to critically analyse. Ones I just like to stick on and feel entertained.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about these movies. Same with the Marvel films, although the Marvel films... Yeah, in fact, this has been better than, like, most of the Marvel films.
It has.
Yeah, Fast X, yeah. Yes, right, yes, Fast... Yeah, this franchise has kind of gotten back up overall. It did slide down between 8 and 9.
Like all franchises do.
Yeah, like all franchises, but Marvel have had their slips, DC have had their slips. Even the Harry Potter films have
Had their slips.
You know, well, look at the Hobbit films, they're all slips.
Exactly.
But overall, Fast and Furious is a franchise I hold dear to my heart because I love the fun, entertaining side of this.
And if you haven't seen Fast 10, I recommend you go and see it because it's brilliant.
Definitely. Because some people just wait till these movies are out on DVD, and I'm like, no, you have to experience this one
At the cinema.
Yes, go out there and watch it now. Yes. So, do you want to read the list back through? So, I believe we both had Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift in at our bottom.
Yep, we did.
Yeah, and what was your number 10?
Hobson Short.
My number 10 was F9. Or what was your number 8?
6.
Mine was the first one, The Fast and the Furious.
9 was 7.
My number 7 was 4.
2 was 6 for me.
My 6 was Fate of the Furious.
Number 4 was 5.
Oh, sorry, read them wrong. So my number 7 is Fate of the Furious. My number 6 is Too Fast, Too Furious, and my number 5 is the Fast and Furious 6.
Number 4 was 1.
My number 4 was Hobbs and Shaw.
Number 8 was 3. Sorry, number 3 was 8.
My number 3 was 10.
Number 2 was 10 for me.
My number 2 was Fast 5, and I believe we matched at number 1.
Yeah, number 7.
Number 7, yes. Yeah. So go out and watch all these movies and form your own opinion and let us know in the comments what you think to these movies and how you would rank them.
And we'll be back in 2025 to discuss the Fast and Furious.
Oh, definitely. Before you leave us today, Dan, do you have a film recommendation?
Vendetta and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Nice, that is a good recommendation. I'm going to recommend a movie I watched yesterday. I've been watching all the Rob Marshall movies to prepare for Little Mermaid. So I'm going to recommend his 2009 musical called 9. This is a musical remake of Fellaini's 8½. So it's about a film director who's going through writer's block and he's trying to make his own movie and his whole life becomes delusional. This has Daniel Day-Lewis, Marion Collette, Judi Dench, Fergie, Sophia Loren, and Kate Hudson, and they're all some good actors. I'm going through all of Rob Marshall's movies, and his first movie, Chicago, is still the best. I'm going to be ranking all of his films in a YouTube video, so make sure you stay around for that. You can find me on Facebook. Join my group, the Fleming Film Awards. We've just finished our 1965 season and we're moving into the 1964 season soon. I also have TikTok, Letterboxd, Instagram, and did I say TikTok?
You said TikTok.
Yeah, those are my socials. Dan, do you want to shout your socials?
You can find me on Facebook and TikTok.
Brilliant. That's all the time we have for for today.
Thank you
Dan,
for
it's been great to have you on the show. I'm hoping to have you back on Monday. Dan has also been on 2 episodes. One where we did films about films with wrestlers in.
And films about Disney.
And Disney films, yes.
Go and check them out.
Yes, make sure you check them out. All right. Thank you very much, Dan.
And thank you for having me.
Yes. See you soon.
See you.
Bye bye.